Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I've just finished a little tutorial on how I colour pink hair because I finished this picture in last month. Yeah, you'll see this month, so that I finished this last month, and I did ask on the community tab whether you wanted to see it. So I have done a tutorial, but I'm going to finish it off on camera. Whether I finish it all off on camera, I don't know. But I thought I'd just do a colouring chart, and I should have sharpened my pencils, so I'm going to do that right now. So how is everyone? I'm doing alright. We're coming up to the kids' Easter break today actually. Break up today. It's the 31st today. And that should be okay. Yeah, that should be okay. So I'm filming a couple of videos in one day just to hopefully have some backed up just in case I can't film these next 2 weeks, because as you know, once the kids are off, I didn't realise I should have brought you in. There we go. Sometimes my camera listens, but most of the time it doesn't. I have done like I said, a tutorial on this hair colour. I will quickly tell you what colours that I'm using. From lightest, the Derwent drawing pencil in Chinese white, not for all of the highlights, just for a little bit of a highlight. For more of the highlight, I'm using IVORY 103 Polychromos, and then beige red 132, again Polychromos, and dark flesh 130 Polychromos, and carmine, rose carmine 124 Polychromos. And I'm really pleased with this colour combination, and I just base all of the hair with just this colour just to get something down. But yeah, I think I'm going to struggle in the next few weeks. I don't really like filming at night time because, I mean, for the best of the life of me, getting good lighting as it is, especially in the day. I mean, we're only 12:30 now, and I'm using 2 different lights to light up the area, so night time is a bit murder. And then last week I had my daughter off all week. She got sent home from nursery on the Monday because she was coughing. They sent me home with a COVID testing kit, but I already had one of the quick ones, the 30-minute ones from my son. He gets them from his school. I already had one of them, so I did a test on her and it came back negative, but I still had to do the test that you have to send away in the post, even though I knew that she was negative. So we waited, I think it was like 72 hours, so that was Monday. I think I got the test results back from the longer one on the Thursday to say she was negative. So she went back in on the Friday, and it turns out that she had a chest infection, so she was on antibiotics all week, which it's not been fun. We've not been sleeping, but anyway, she's back to normal now. Touch wood, touch wood. So I'm getting all my last minute bits done today that I needed to get done. I'm going to bring this actually a little bit further in than what I would usually do. It's a glorious day today. It was really warm yesterday, but I spent most of the time in the house. And I have been out in the back garden a little bit today, doing washing and just doing bits and bobs. It's lovely out there. It's lovely. So when I go and pick her up, I'm not coming straight home. I'm going to take her for a walk. Well, it's nice. But the weather reports, it's like 19 degrees yesterday, 18 today, and then on Thursday next week it's meant to be snowing. What's going on? I don't think we'll get it here. But yeah, what's that about? From one extreme to another. So what's everybody else been up to? I know that's a really silly question because we can't really do much at the minute. I am waiting on the Hannah Calzone book still, but I don't mind. I've got to be honest, I don't mind waiting for this one. She looks like she's changed the style a little bit. If you've watched my channel for any time, you know that I love Hannah Calzone's work, But the last one that I've got, the Midnight Masquerade, isn't my favourite. It's a lot more detailed than Hannah's older work, and I do just prefer the older work. And I've not watched a full flip through, but I've seen a couple of sneak peek pages, and she's changing her style. Don't hate me. She's changing the style a bit. I'm hoping that there's at least a couple of pages that I want to do out of this new book. But I think, by the looks of it, it's not just me. There's a couple of other people as well that are being messed around with regarding ordering from a book depository. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I don't mind waiting. I don't mind. It's not the end of the world. It's not like I've not got things to colour. And I'm really enjoying these Mariola Bedeck pages actually. She's just brought out a new set of art, but I'm not going to be purchasing that because I've got half of the images already on PDF. And I believe, I've not checked, but I believe that the shipping has gone up as well. Let's add a little bit more of the medium pink. It's all about layers with this. I'm going to cover that dark line up. I don't like that. I was umming and ahhing whether I wanted to do my watercolouring today, but I'm taking a break from it. I've been doing a lot of watercolouring, and here's the Chinese white. I'm just going to pop it a little bit. It's so pigmented this, you've got to be careful how much you're using. Yeah, I decided to do colouring over painting today. I think I'll do these two sections together. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong colour, Debbie. No, we want this one. My husband's been to London today. He rung me up earlier on. He had to go there with work, so he was on the train for 2 hours this morning. He had to wake up at 5:30 this morning. He stopped downstairs, so he didn't wake any of us up. So he's going to be tired tonight, and I just messaged him, what do you fancy for tea, and he wants a takeaway. So I'm not arguing with that because it saves me cooking and the tidying up, well, apart from just the plates. So I'm sure Lewis will be happy when he gets home. He only breaks up tomorrow, I believe. So a nice break for him as well. Isabel's first day off tomorrow. There's a lovely lake near us. You can go and see swans and ducks and whatnot, in like a really nice forest. I'm going to take her there, weather depending, tomorrow morning. Although I've got to wait in. I've just ordered for the first time. Has anybody else ordered from the Pretty Little Things, a clothing online store? I've just ordered from the first time. I didn't go mad. I think I spent about £70. That was with the next day delivery, which was like £6. So I haven't ordered a whole lot, but I just needed a couple of different pieces of clothing. So I'm curious to see what the quality is going to be like and what the sizes are going to be like, because my size is up and down at the minute. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that at the moment. All the days as well, my dogs don't want to go outside. It's raining, it's thundering, whatever, and they want to go out. Well, my black one does, Rollo. Evie's not too fussed, but I think she probably was too warm in this weather. God forbid summer dogs. It was really tight from last summer. I think this summer I'm going to get some cooling mats and whatnot for them, because they really did struggle. It was a shame. Cover that dark line up, and then with the darkest pink. I don't usually like doing tutorials on my channel because I don't think I don't think I explained myself very well, but I think I did with that portion there. And that background, I'm still not impressed with that colour of background. It does look like a minty green, but I wanted it to be more mintier than that. And I probably should have added some glitter or something. But I've got this one now with the same colour hair, so we can mess around with the different backgrounds on this one. We'll see. Trying to think of anything new. Oh, I have got big news actually, because I've not actually sat down and spoken on camera really about my personal life. But Isabella's got into one of the schools that we would have liked her getting into. One of the special needs schools. So yeah, we're really happy about that. She starts in September. I don't know what date in September. I don't know like times or anything. But she will be picked up and dropped off as well, which is a bonus for me not driving. So yeah, I'm hoping that she gets all the care that she needs there. I'm sure she will. And I'm thinking that she's going to come on leaps and bounds, you know. She started telling the people in nursery, no, 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 but no, no. Sometimes she says it randomly, and then other times she'll like Isabella, it's time to get your coat on. She'll go, no, no. So that's the new one. We're trying it with flashcards at the minute, you know, like with a picture of a dog on, or a cat, or a ball, or a house. Trying to teach her them, which is not going too well, I've got to be honest, but we're just going to have to persevere with it, I think. She just tries to take them off us and shut them on the floor, but I guess that's just her way of saying I don't want to work today, I don't want to do it, just like any other kid. Right, so let's move up to the top area. How annoying is this? I love ordering it off Amazon purely because my dogs bark at the door. If anybody knocks at the door, they bark and it upsets my daughter, and the only way to stop them from barking is answering the door and basically getting rid of whoever's there. So if it's a post person, Amazon, whatever, taking the package off them, and then once the dog realises the door's shut, they shut up basically, they're quiet again. So the reason that I like Amazon is that it pops up whereabouts they are, not to deliver, like how many stops away they are. And I've had a notification. I have ordered her a little sun hat that she needs to cover her head and her neck and stuff. I ordered that yesterday. And then I got a notification saying it's coming between 3:15 and 5:15 today. Right, that's fine. And I've just checked it, just out of luck. I've just checked it, just to see whereabouts it's up to. Is it going to be early? Is it going to be late? Because sometimes that time changes, I know that. But I've just checked it and now it says 9 stops away. So that's good because it's going to come before she gets home. But now I'm sitting here with the screen open right at the side of me, keeping an eye on it so I can pause the video before it comes so you don't hear the barking. The joys of owning a dog, especially ones that bark. And then I told you, didn't I, next door getting another bloody chihuahua puppy. I think that's 4 or 5 now. But luckily I'm touching wood, touching everything. It doesn't seem to be a barker. I was stood at the top window yesterday just watching it because it is cute. It's a puppy. It's a little thing, a little sable colour. And I was stood there watching it. All the other ones barking at me, but that one wasn't. It was just sat there looking up. So I'm hoping, because we've had 4 years of this. Yep. I know mine bark, but they only bark when somebody's at the door. Them next door bark all the time. World's loudest sharpener. I do use the Helix sharpener if you are interested. And I've never ever had a problem with that sharpener. Probably shouldn't have said that. I'm just going to have to take it out the clip because that is going to get in my way. I'm waiting for a phone call back off my niece as well, and she's not rung me yet. We're still 9 stops away. So I've seen a lot of people colouring in, is it The Circle of Life? I don't know who the author is of that, but I did have a little look on Amazon and I decided not to get that book. That'll be one of them books that I've either got for or flipped through, which I'm trying my best not to do that anymore, or I just wouldn't colour it. It's very, very intricate. There's only so much room I've got for books. So I am trying to be better with my choices. But don't quote me on that. I'll start being a little bit lighter here. I just want it lighter in the middle. I don't want it too light though. I don't want that band to be really, really thick though. And I'm halfway through season 2 of Desperate Housewives. I'm getting through that programme because I just have it on the iPad in front of me in the evening when I'm doing my art. So I don't necessarily sit here watching it. I also have it on as background noise, but I pay attention to what's being said and what's going on. And I'm really enjoying it. I've watched it before up to season 6 and I'm not sure why I stopped. And I don't really remember 3/4 of the things that are going on, so it's like watching it from fresh again. And then the other thing that we're watching is we're still getting through The Walking Dead season 10, so the last season. We've only got about 4 or 5 episodes left, so no spoilers in the comments, please. I'm just hoping that nothing happens to Negan. He's my favourite character at the minute, even though he was meant to be a baddie. I love him. He's brilliant. And I'm really interested to see what this film's going to be like with Rick in. But we'll see. I've been reading stuff actually that they've started filming it now. So I'm hoping that the pictures and stuff open back up for when it comes out and we can maybe go watching it. But my husband has booked time off of the time that Boris has opened up the restaurants. We have booked tables and he's booked time off work. I'm just worried that it's going to be too busy, but my husband said to me, well, it can't be that busy because they're only taking so many bookings in. So they'll only allow a certain amount of people in the restaurant at the time. And that's one thing that me and him do really, really miss. Alone time, going to restaurants, having meals and stuff. That's our thing that we like doing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And we're going to go to Alton Towers, the theme park again. I love it there. I absolutely love it. I love all the rides like that. My daughter really liked it last time actually. She went on the what was it called? A little roller coaster, an Octonauts roller coaster. I've got a picture of her. She's got her head down like, but you can just about see her cheeks, so that meant she was smiling. But she didn't like the queuing up part. We didn't realise until after we'd come out, with her being disabled and having the wheelchair, we could have got a little band and she could have queued up at the exit, I believe, instead of queuing up at the main bit. Something like that. We need to find out that for next time that we go. And the darkest pink. Yep, so I think I had one of the best nights of sleep ever last night. I had the whole bed to myself, lied in the middle with my arms and legs out. My daughter actually slept through, which is unbelievable. So yeah, last night was good. This little bit here. One of my dogs is growling or snoring. Sometimes I can't decide which one it is. Oh, and I've got my washing out. I've got my washing out. Oh, well, I did actually yesterday as well. But still, it's an exciting time. Just trying to cover these black lines up, the really dark ones. Don't like them. And up here. I'm just going to have to slightly curve it because it does hurt my wrist having to keep the paper straight. And back up here. And I want some of that lighter pink again, I think. And I might have to make it a little bit darker up here. I actually think I might transfer one of these images over to watercolour paper. You know, just using tracing paper. My printer won't take the watercolour paper. I had to change the printer last year and it doesn't take thicker paper. I've had a couple of comments asking, will this printer take this paper, etc, etc. But I don't know myself. Even when I bought the one that I'm using now, I was blind to whether that paper would fit in, and obviously it doesn't. But I'd already bought it, I'd already used it and opened it up, so I couldn't send it back. And apart from that, it's a good printer, it scans and it does everything else. So I'm either just going to have to draw my own things on watercolour paper or trace them, which takes forever to do, I'm not going to lie. Is that going to be dark enough now? Bring it up a tiny bit more. Add a little bit more of the lighter pink. I just don't want a really thick light line in the middle, but let's go in with the cream and see. Have I got a pencil extender handy here? I have, because that is hurting my hand. There we go, that's better. Why has my Amazon package been at 9 stops for about 15 minutes now, stuck in the same place? Is it the app? Sometimes it just messes around. No, it's still in the same place. It's a lovely little hat. It's the same colour as my phone, like a minty green colour. Just covers her, the back of her neck up and her face in the sun. That's not too bad, is it? I'm going in with the Chinese white as well. I keep hearing doors banging. I'm thinking, is it here? And the app's not caught up. Right, let's pop a little bit of the Chinese white down now so you can see the difference with and without it there. See? just don't put as much down. Oh, it's moving now, it's 8 stops away. The estate that I live on isn't very big either, so it shouldn't take him too long. Let's move on to these little bits that are dangling down now. These little strands. I will leave linked down below, if I can speak, this PDF along with these pencils, if anybody's interested. These are always 9 times out of 10, I want to say, the choice that I picked for her. I like these, and I like the Artisas as well. They're a little bit of a harder lead. Oh, and I've got a little bit of makeup coming today. I've not bought myself some new makeup in the longest time. You know, when you just have sort of a spring clean and you're going through things, and I'm thinking, gosh, why have I still got all of this? Why have I still got all of that? I used to, before doing art, I used to be really into my makeup, like makeup palettes, Urban Decay, Kat Von D, and I've still got palettes that are like, gosh, 7, 8, 9 years old. Like ones that were gifted to me that I keep for sentimental reasons. I don't use them anymore. They're just stored in a little container under my bed, like Christmas gifts of my husband and family members and stuff. I have not got the time anymore to sit there for hours like I used to. But believe it or not, I actually put makeup on last week. It was last week. I had my hair down, I'd straightened it. I had some fake tan on, I had some nice clothes on. I weren't particularly going anywhere, I was just going picking my daughter up. And my son walked past the nursery and I said, "Lewis," and he didn't even recognise me, so that goes to show how long it's been since I've looked semi-decent that my son didn't even recognise me. His friend looked at him and went, "Why are you looking at your mum like that?" It was funny. So yeah, I thought I'd treat myself and get some new makeup. Hello, Mr. Watch. Breathe. Even a minute of breathing helps you focus. I'm sick to death of that popping up on my watch. And you have to say, "Don't remind me for the day." And then it pops up again and you think you've got a text message or a message or whatever. And it's not. Don't forget to breathe. I think some parents could do one of these on their watch. Right, the door might bang in a minute, even though it says 5 stops away. It looks like it's right outside my house. And I will keep it in the video with the barking actually, so you'll know what I'm talking about. Yap, 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 yap. So we go from nice and peaceful, listening to the clock and the fish tank, the bubbles, and all hell will break loose in a minute. Don't get me wrong, I love my doggies, but if there was one thing I could change, it would definitely be the barking. How many of you have got dogs that bark? Because I know I'm not the only one. And in with the ivory. I nearly said cream again then. I think that's because I'm used to using the Prismacolor so much. And with the Chinese white, just a tad. I want to sharpen that white actually. Well, let's move over to the strand here. I think I'm going to do this in 2 different portions. Yeah. I think I'm going to need to get one of them fan brushes instead of blowing on the paper. And just leave this bit and this bit empty. And then in with the darkest one. Oh, someone's cleaning the car by the sound of it. I want to add a little bit more of that medium pink to these areas. Just pull it down a little bit more. Oh, I think we're at physio as well this weekend. This weekend or next, because I think we've had like a 3 weeks break due to us not being able to take her or the physio being unavailable. So she's had a decent chunk of a break actually. I've just changed physios recently because our other one is left. We're working someone else and we will miss her. She's really, really nice, the lady that she was going to. So it's really unfortunate, but the new one's nice as well. So we travel about half an hour on a Saturday morning to get there. She does a session for an hour and then we travel back. Up here as well. But I think once she starts this different school, we're going to lower the amount of times that we do take her, because we do take her usually twice a month. But I think, yeah, when she starts there, we're just going to lower the times that we take her. It's not just that, but it takes a Saturday all up by the time that we've got back home and had dinners and sorted her out. It's late afternoon, so we can't really do anything. I know we can't do anything at the moment with the shops being shut, but it's not going to be like this forever, is it? Hopefully not, anyway. So yes, it'll roll on September. I'm looking forward to meeting the teachers as well. So that's them little sections done. I think the smallest section that I can work on now possibly is this bit. So here, this little portion. I'm dead nervous about the door knocking. So let me just resharpen all these and I'll be back. If you've not tried it as well, this paper, I will leave this link down below as well. It is superb. It gives you such a different effect. It is really smooth paper. I have got the grey version of this as well, along with the coloured pencil paper, but I think out of the 3, this is my favourite. It does really make the colours pop. I've seen some fantastic, I follow a lot of people on Instagram that do Polychromos like fan artwork, and they use this sort of paper and it's amazing. Yes, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm 33 and I still like Pokemon. I wish I could draw them like I used to. I used to be able to just look at an image and copy that image. Not anymore, I've not done that in years and years. Maybe I should practice that again. My son's grown out of it now, so he doesn't like it anymore. My daughter's not interested in Pokemon, but me and my husband still like it. He still collects the Pokemon cards. And yes, he's the same age as me. Kids at heart. So just basing all of that with the lightest colour, I'm going with the medium. Right now we're 3 stops away. And he's been all but rolled for about 5 minutes. I think it's that time of the year as well, with the farmers putting manure on the fields. They just open the window and it absolutely stinks. I've got a farm literally right there outside of me, and that's what it smells like. There's all sorts going past at the minute. Let's move this way. So it needs to be a little bit darker in the middle here. I'm just going off whatever Mariola's already put down the grayscale. She's already telling me where to put the darker shades. I think next time I print these off, I'm going to print them off in the light grey and not the black, because it might make it a little bit easier not to cover these darker lines. We're 2 stops away, 2 stops. And I filmed as well yesterday just a little nosy at my new storage area, because I can't recommend this enough. It's absolutely fantastic, especially if you've got a lot of different supplies and you're like me and you forget what you've got. It organises them superbly. I'm really pleased with the height as well. It's good for putting a brew at the side here, or your glass of wine, or your can of pop, or whatever it is that you drink. It's a good size. Oh, can you hear that? And that's the tractors. Gosh, that's loud. Right, and the darkest pink. Whoops a daisy, see? Me and me heavy hand. These aren't meant to break at all, but the amount of times that I've done it is unbelievable. Start line. Made the pencil too sharp this knife. It's snapping it. Let's bring this colour out. Again, I'm always going with the curve. difficult moving my wrist in certain angles. I'm going to move it ever so slightly. And bring some more of that pink up, the medium pink. And back down again. And the lightest creamy colour. And it's ivory. It's ivory, not cream. I don't think I'm going to get all of this finished on camera. I think I might time lapse the rest of it, because I'm going to open my back door, and then once I've done that, you won't be able to hear a word I'm saying. I love the effect of that. I think it's so beautiful. I think I want to do my hair black pink again. In with the Chinese white. Don't want loads of this. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the medium pink back in. But I think that is looking really, really pretty. And it should probably take me about half an hour, 45 minutes to do that. I know it looks slightly different because it's different hairstyles, but it is the exact same colours. And I love, love, love the effect. Yeah, she's super duper pretty. I don't know if I'm going to use Pan Pastel again for the hair. We'll see. So I'm going to do the rest of this in a time lapse, I think. But if you did enjoy the video, please do like it and subscribe if you're new. And comment down below, what are you up to this weekend? It might not be this weekend when you're watching it. What are you up to this evening? Or have you got anything nice planned? But thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the time lapse.